Greetings and salutations, Earthlings. I am Zuby. This is going to be a collective reading. All of my all of my readings are timeless, so if you stumble upon it whenever, that's perfect. This reading is going to be like it may not be exactly your situation, but it could be going on around you. You could be seeing it. If it doesn't resonate, that's cool too. It's allowed to. But weird when I was meditating before I did this. When I'm meditating before I do these, I'm asking, you know, my guides to bring messages that are also meaningful to the individual viewer. So if you see a number or something that's significant, that's important. But I saw uh Cinderella. And what I was seeing of Cinderella was the part where she's like crying in her room because the dress that the mice had made for her was all torn up, whatever. Um, and I'm like, that's kind of what it feels like is going on right now. All right. So it's magical enough that fucking some mice made a dress for you, right? And that feels like magic in and of itself. And she was going to go to the ball. However, the dress got torn apart. So it's almost like we're at this point where, like, yo, my manifestation skills, even if they've been on point or whatever, um, things still aren't working out, right? But then in Cinderella, then the fairy godmother comes in, who is really fucking magical. Did I mention if you want a personal reading, my information is down below because it is. But that was interesting. I'm seeing that around for sure. Is it's kind of like we've had these hints of magic happening, but then it feels like we're back down to square one. I'm going to use these Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm going to do a card for our internal experience, a card for what's going on around us, and then a card for how does God see it. The Fates. It's number 17. That's internal. And that is about fated things happening. It's kind of, maybe there's this feeling of like, I've done everything I can do. I've done everything in my power, right? But what I'm going to say here is that the frustration where we might be experiencing or that might be going on around us is understandable. And that is a part of the lesson. Like, it's not, if we're frustrated, fucking feel frustrated. That's cool, you know. It doesn't mean like forget about those and just la la la. No, it's like we're healing this something. Like, what is it that we are trying so hard to bring in? You have imagined. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's for the external. You know, and why is it that we want to bring that in, you know? Is it because it'll complete us or whatever? Not for you. This is the God card. That's as God sees it. So I put them like this. The fates, this is things being left up to fate, changes happening. There are things being maneuvered all around that we don't even know about. Like the universe is just doing the most out there. And our inner experience is kind of like we could be like her. I'm not getting that it's like a let go, asshole. Like, God's not calling us assholes. This is frustrating. We're frustrated, you know. We're in a period of frustration, and it's like we've done everything that we can do. And actually, it's kind of funny because it's like it might even we might even be thinking with the Cinderella story, you know what? It's going to take a fairy godmother to come in and change this bullshit or to make this bullshit happen. So wish for that. On the external, we have imagine, which is really cool because this isn't to give up visioning or imagining or, you know, imagine that the world that you might be seeing in front of you, that there are so many things that you don't know, and envision. I've been getting this for a long time, and I do try to do this, like just envisioning the kind of world that I want, because collectively, if we just consume news and shit, we're recreating whatever it is that is happening, and we're just reinforcing we're reinforcing that, you know. So imagine possibilities, even if you don't know what they are. Maybe try not to be too specific, but like imagine someone saying something cool about you, like lifting your name up while you're not there. That's one of my favorites. Like I don't know what kind of good things are being said about me, instead of wondering, you know, why is everything always blocked. Imagine possibilities. And then for the God card, we got not for you. And I'll tell you why I think this is amazing. So we have, it's a chessboard, right? And there's a fortune cookie. And on, what does the fortune cookie say? It says nope. Okay. This is about not playing games. This is about not manipulating situations, not controlling situations. It's a fortune cookie. So you are going to eat your cookie and get whatever fortune is in it. The chess pieces, the playing pieces, trying to figure everything out is not for you. I hope you can't hear that. My husband is snow blowing outside, but I think my recording thing is set to ignore stuff like that. All right, I want to get this is a divine oracle. I'm going to pick a couple of these and see what we get for that. Passion. Passion isn't confined to sexual energy. Life is meant to be felt. Don't hold back. This really is talking about manifestation, because that's that imagination, that's getting your heart space, heart energy going. And that's how we create. I'm going to clarify these with tarot as well. Guides. Your spirit guides are there to help you communicate with your spirit guides today. So this is like things are out of our hands, you know. However, cry to your guides, pray to your guides, ask your guides for help, ask them to be with you, thank them for whatever beautiful things they are creating in your life right now. And this doesn't mean in inaction, like me, like all one word. That sounds funny, not in action, but inaction. So it doesn't mean that we're not going to do anything. It just means that we're not playing games. Like, you know, whatever is in front of you to do, and you feel inclined, like it aligns with you, like your heart's in it, then do that. Like Sears Tarot. I'm really macking on some of the tarot decks, or so even some of the oracle decks. I like to watch different tarot oracle readers to see, you know, how they do it. But it's always good to learn new interpretations, or just to see what other people are doing. I'm always learning, forever a student, but I've been seeing a lot of decks that I like and I can't figure out what they are. So I'm not going to remember to share every time, but I really love this Light Seers deck. So let's clarify the fates. This is internal. The world. Oh my goodness. So the world is wrapping up uh like wrapping up a big situation, wrapping up a big lesson, things coming to a conclusion. It's, you know, it's also indicative of the world, right? And so this is our internal experience, which could be our internal experience is reflected out in the world. So we're what I'm really getting from this is that it's like things have to align, you know. Say, I'm gonna make it really simple and kind of stupid, but like say the universe has this perfect guy for you. Um, however, or girl. However, that person is in a situation where they can't be with you at the moment because they have things that need to like complete. So there are things that are wrapping up that we are totally unaware of. It's like what I was saying. So while we might be frustrated, there it's like there are people are leveling up. People are, if you're a big weirdo like me, I think we're all ascending. And it's like there's a culmination of a lot of things that God is teaching us right now. And we can't rush that, right? And so some of the things that we want might be still in a different lesson or situation that they're completing. That's what I get from that. All right, imagine the outside world. We're like imagining imagine what you would like to see instead of like just yeah, instead of just consuming what you see out there. Okay, we got two. We got the Hermit. So it may be time to seclude. I'm feeling this big time. And then the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth energy. This card here is kind of my 3D, 5D indicator. Every tarot reader has different cards that mean different things to them. But because this is earth energy, it's like balancing two worlds, you know, like we're and I see this with a lot of people that I do readings for and stuff like that. Like we are oscillating between this, like, whoa, it's literally like a fucking roller coaster. Like, oh, I see it, that feels good. Oh, wait a minute. All of a sudden, then I'm Cinderella crying with like a ripped whatever. Um, but also just the 2D, Two of Pentacles is that we've got the Hermit card here. So make sure that while you know, to whatever extent you need to be out in the world is cool, but make sure you balance that with some time on your own, because there's a lot of things that we might need to process. If you are out and about, I do this regularly. Like sometimes if I want to cry, I'll be like, oh, look, I really can't lose my shit right now. But I actually make myself a mental note. Sometimes I actually do a literal note to revisit that experience or situation later at a later time when it's safe to cry, because things want to be released out of us, emotions, etc. So let's do Not For You. God's like, I got it. It's not for you. Don't get in your own way. Oh. Ace of Wands. And look, that's imagine. The one, and it's also passion. There's a lot of passion in here. Don't lose your like, don't lose your faith, your hope. And we're not talking about glossing over negative feelings that you have, because those should be felt through so that they can be released. So we're not like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just ignoring that stuff, but get back to that feeling of faith, like knowing, imagining, seeing a different future. It's kind of funny too how all of these cards have like, well, they have like a similar look and feel, like we've got that, and then we have this one, and we have imagine. That's jumping out at me, like keep the faith. I just got that. Keep the faith. Don't play the game. That's why this is coming out in the God spot. God's like, you don't have to manipulate, control, play the game. That's not what you need to do. You need to pray, connect to spirit, connect to your guides, keep your passion going, right? Have faith, experience your emotions, but let them pass through, balance your alone time and your time out peopling. Make sure that you're getting some time to yourself. I'm going to call it a contemplation practice. Instead, sometimes I think people get hung up on how meditation should be, but music without words, right? So I like, or like ocean nature sounds, but just sitting and contemplating, fuck it, for a goddamn minute, just to not be consuming noise, where your brain's like, nom, 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 give me info. Did I really do that? But where we're really like, just and thoughts are gonna fucking fly around in there. That's okay. That's how they get themselves tired. They're like little kids. They run around and then they get tired and they fall asleep. And I guess little kids get up and do it again the next day, which to some degree, yes. However, I do believe that like our contemplation or meditation practice will get our mind accustomed to that, how pointless that spinning is. I'm gonna do one of these. I fucking love this deck. Queen of the Moon Oracle. One of my favorites. All right, so we're gonna get a final word. What's the final word? Focus. Look at that. Focus. Number 40. No, number 14. Look how similar that looks. Focus. Imagine. It's like all you need to do is the imagination and the mind work. Look, there's a butterfly there. That's change. We just had the new moon in Pisces, if you're watching this, right around February 24th, but that was a few days ago, earlier this week. And what I love about the new moon in Pisces is that Pisces in general is about like endings, kind of. It's the last sign of the zodiac. And the new moon is like new beginnings. So this is like we're starting things, but we're in this ending period where I almost kind of look at it as starting to acknowledge what is dying, what is leaving, so that we have that like clear slate to start from, right? But our intentions are like, where am I going? What am I doing? Okay, I see that. Dead weed. Like, gotta get rid of it. Gotta get rid of that. But yeah, this focus card, it's like focus on your thoughts, focus on your guides, focus on God, pray, imagine the kind of world that you want, make sure that you carve out enough alone time to do it. Anyway, that's what I got for you. Again, this is timeless. If you're interested in a reading, my information is below, and have a great day on earth. Peace. Namaste.